Hey, what's up, guys? Chief, and you know what I'm doing. The new update on the salvages. They have been reverted to the original salvage levels, or not levels, but what's inside of them. They're the original ships that are inside. Also, the ship levels have been increased, which is pretty nice. I mean, didn't change too much, but it's nice. I believe this is still a tier 2 blueprint, but I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which also, I hope it's tier 3, because there's nothing else that you can find in my sector. The image of them has them as look like a mid-level salvage, so maybe it's just that they decided not to, you know, fix that. They have. Oh, sorry, I'm doing too much because they have been updating too much. They removed the 4 extra level salvages that they had, which sucks. I like the old salvages, but whatever. They do what they want. Anyway, so they're gonna rebalance them and return them. So I'll make a video when that happens, letting you guys know what's in each of them. They said they're gonna balance them, rebalance them and return them. So I mean, we'll see how that happens. I don't know. I really did like the old one, the old version of Salvages better. It was just, I mean, I don't know. The 55s, I believe. No, not 50. Yeah, something like that. 45s. Those were nice. They were easy to collect. But, you gotta keep in mind the lower levels. But, by the way, see, it doesn't look correct at all. Anyway, so that's pretty much all I needed to cover. That's only 2 minutes. So, go over some. Oh yeah, I needed to do this. Somebody messaged me, private message, so you won't see it. Wanted me to show them some design. So we'll do some designing. Boring, but whatever. Even think I gotta update my defense fleet. Put another. No, there it is. Alright, so I'm gonna show you some. Ooh, I got some repairs for sea wolves. Why are they not repaired? Sorry about that, sidetrack. But alright, and there we go. Defend. Don't know what you're doing over there, but it seems like an okay place. Snipeable, but whatever. Alright, so designs. For those of you who don't know what this is the ultimate shipyard. You can only see part of it. I'm not full screen, and I don't want to be full screen because there's not much else that you can see here. This is just stuff that somebody was showing me they're gonna build, which I don't know why you would do that, but whatever. Alright, so for those of people who have no blueprints and when they first get a floating fortress, I'd actually a good fleet at your level probably you could do something like this. That might not help much, so probably upgrade that to a 2. When you have a floating fortress, you must already have DU, or depleted uranium. So there you go, that's a fleet, and then you should probably have this, and this by then. See, it's over. So what you kind of want to do is fool around, there we go, that's a good fleet. And see, if you put them all here, fleet weight is under. Damage 6,000, so that's basically if you target 2 turrets, or actually if you target a turret and they have flax and most of your missiles get through, some of them will do some pretty good damage. This one missile does 306, so you only have to hit a blue turret 10 times. So there's a good non-blueprint missile fleet. Mortars. By the time you're at the level, you should probably have 3s, correct? So threes are a little lighter, but then you might have this, something like this, but you see you have extra weight. And there we go. There's a nice fleet. Extra. There we go. So you can do it like that. Or if you, and see how much that does. 8,000. So that should do fine. Against level 4 turrets, actually. This is not anything. You can't beat DU4 with these. You could also do something like this. I believe this will work. And you might need to go down a little bit. And there we go. That will work as well. And that does a little less. But, you know, whatever you want to do. But you see though, if one mortar gets through, it does more damage than if one of the other mortars gets through. Because remember, bombards, they fire one mortar at each, one anti-mortar at each mortar. So if you get blocked, or I think it's like let's see, normal level bombard, which is, or let's go with 4, which has a, you'll normally see these, accuracy 70. This is accuracy 75. So there's like a 75% chance, depending on the player, to block it. Or actually, let's see, level 2 is, I think, 65? 60. So yeah, you have a pretty good chance of getting through, but each mortar has a 60 to 75% chance of getting hit. Bombards, so that's why if there's a mortar fleet, or a siege mortar fleet, something like this, that 2 fire at a time, only 1 bombard will normally have to work. Now, if it has, okay, normal blueprint, that a lot of people should have something like this, and something like that, and you can have 4, that, and something like this. Yeah. So maybe if you have 3, you could put that on. You could put all the way up to 4 if you wanted. And so if you had something like this, 5 mortars are fired, and this one has a salvo of 16, so you can only fire 16 at a time. And if I'm not mistaken, 5 times 5 is 25. So if you fire, 2 bombards can work instead of just 1. If you only have 1 though, then only 16 of these will be shot at with a 70-65% chance of being deflected. So that's also kind of why if you have only 1 bombard, if there's only 1 bombard, you kind of want to use something like this, especially with dreadnoughts. Okay, this is for people who actually want dreadnought and they kind of want to see an okay design. Only if you have dreadnought, I'm sure you have C's, or any other anti-mortar really would work. You could do something like this. Put L's on it, and remember this is a dreadnought, so it has 2 extra spaces. By the way, this is the last thing I'm doing before I quit, or not quit, but exit out. And you want reactive armor, and you want splash. You want spread, and you want whatever's maybe that, or if you really want, you could put engines. But I'm gonna go ahead and do streamlining because I like streamlining because you can get far fast. You don't want to touch those. Alright, so as you can see, kind of has a lack of anti-mortar, so you kind of want to put X's on it if you have them. And that's a little over, so you can go like that. And then there we go, and you can see this does 18,000 or 13,000 damage per building. And if you look here, I believe a turret 3 base has 10,000, little 10,000 and change. So if all those get through, and they won't, but 1 bombard will block 3, probably about these 2, and then so if they block 3, then there's 2 left, so about 5,000 damage will get through. So you only really need 2 volleys to get in. And with the spread, the minus spread, they should be landing exact or around basically like in this perimeter of where you fired, plus the splash, so you'll get the extra splash, and that'll make up for the mist spread. So this is actually a pretty well functioning fleet, though if you look at it, it does take 11 days. That's the only downside of Dreadnought. 5 days to make the hull. And you see the extra armor. If you really wanted, you could do something like this. And if you want this, because and there's another version, same amount of damage, but it only does 8. It's only 8 days, and if you when you're done with the fleet, if you wanted, you could put extra like an extra about 1,000, I think, well, 1,000 and change armor, and that's still 7.2 thousand armor. So that's nice. This is a nice fleet. And yeah, so normally you'll see, I don't know, on a normal fleets you see 4 A's, and an A has 3 salvo, so 4 times 3 is 12, and then this one has 5. Has a little less protection, but it's a dreadnought, so if you don't really want to use this against the mortar base. One has too many mortars, like something like this. You would use it against something like this, because you can easily defend 2. You probably could not defend against more than 2, so maybe 3, not 4. Anyway, oh, that's also why you have the explosive damage, which is at 57%. Just saying. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more updates, Battle Pirates base hits, and maybe some Trouble in Terrorist Down eventually. And then maybe more designs if you want them. You don't need them. You don't have to have. Anyway, so peace off.